nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Pax vobis.
A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Colossians. Since you have been raised with Christ, look for the things that are in heaven, where Christ is seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. When Christ, who is our life, appears, you also will appear with him in glory. This is the word of the Lord. Most Holy Father, the English-speaking visitors and pilgrims present at this audience are pleased to express to you their cordial best wishes for the holy season of Christmas and the New Year. They are happy to have this occasion to express to you their sentiments of respect and esteem and to assure you of their prayers for your ministry as the successor of Peter. Among those present today are the following groups. From Nigeria, a group of pilgrims. From the United States of America, pilgrims from the Archdiocese of Los Angeles. Students of Overbrook Academy. Students of Everest Academy. Students of Overlawn Academy. Also from the United States, pilgrims from the following parishes: St. Mary of the Angels, Pine Top, Arizona; St. Bernadette, Rockford, Illinois; St. Peter, Forest Lake, Minnesota; St. Mary, Carrollton, Missouri; seminarians from the American College of Louvain, Belgium; the Badger State Girls Choir from Neenah, Wisconsin; at the end of the audience, His Holiness will lead us in singing the Our Father in Latin. The words can be found on the back of your ticket. He will then impart his apostolic blessing, which he willingly extends to the members of your families at home. His Holiness also intends to bless any religious articles you may have brought for this purpose, and in a special way, his blessing goes to your children and to your loved ones who are sick.
Dear brothers and sisters, our catechesis today deals with St. Catherine of Bologna, a poor Clare abbess of the 15th century and a woman of great wisdom and culture. Born of noble stock, Catherine spent her childhood at the court of Ferrara. At 14, she joined a group of other young women devoted to the common life and eventually became a poor Clare. In her spiritual journey, Catherine endured her own dark night of the soul, experiencing doubts and temptation, but also great consolations. In her treatise, The Seven Spiritual Weapons, she writes of the many graces she received and lists the most effective means of resisting the temptations of the devil. She also relates the visions which led her to understand both the severity of the Last Judgment and at the same time God's infinite mercy. Catherine's entire life was a model of humility and obedience. Indeed, she saw all disobedience as a sign of the spiritual pride which destroys all virtue. May the example and prayers of St. Catherine of Bologna inspire in us humble obedience to God's will in our daily efforts to remain faithful to His plan for our lives. I greet the seminarians of the American College of Louvain, and I offer prayerful good wishes for your studies. May this pilgrimage to Rome be a source of spiritual enrichment as you prepare for priestly ministry in the United States. I thank the choirs for the praise of God in song. Upon all the English-speaking visitors present in today's audience, I accord and invoke the joy and peace of Christ, our newborn Savior. Thank you. Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Pane nostrum quotidianum da nobis hodie, et dimite nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimittimus debitoribus nostris, et ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malo. Sit nomen Domini benedictum,
est hoc nunc et usque in saeculum.
Adiutorium nostrum in nomine Domini,
Qui feci celum et terra.
benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus.